Hey there. Today I'm going to be talking about what a Ministravaganza is and why you should try to catch a panel or two if you get a chance. My name is Nate, and welcome to the Cambers Guild. Here's like doors creaking and all that. This is going to be a lot more of a normal, almost like a blog video, vlog video, I guess. Just a vlog, really. It's going to be a lot more casual and not me reading off points that I have written out and all that kind of stuff. In part because I have started working out, got a personal trainer and stuff, which has been great, but it's also been exhausting. And really, when it comes to the Ministravaganza, there's not tons and tons to talk about. A Ministravaganza is an online event that Atomic Mass Games has used over the past couple of years for announcements and major reveals like the X-Men surrounding their games, basically since the studio's launch. But I think that is the case mostly because the studio also was launched into a pandemic. And so where normally these kind of reveals could be done at Adepticon or Gen Con or a Nova or fill in the blank, they haven't really been able to do that, and the Ministravaganza has been a great online resource where they're still able to share all the excitement and hype, as well as just continue to do their normal streaming of content that they have provided us over the past couple of years. So it's been a pretty good balancing point. So basically, I'm going to just try to give an outline of what a Ministravaganza is. And then because we have one next week, I'll throw out a couple of predictions of what we will and maybe you won't see. So first things first, a Ministravaganza is made up of multiple panels, really just in three different varieties. There are used to be called panel to play. I'm not really sure if there's a specific term now, but basically it is the developers talking about the design aspects of the game. This can be anything from them talking about some newly revealed characters, why they developed the rules the way they did, or even just like larger picture, why different characters or game mechanics are in the game and how those were developed and the complexity budget and all these other things, and basically how they try to design their games, balance their games, and stuff like that. So, really fun, especially if you enjoy kind of like game theory, I guess. The next kind is then them playing online games. And by online, I mean them just streaming a game where they are playing either X-Wing, Armada, Legion, or Marvel Crisis Protocol. Nothing too fancy, but usually they're showing off new characters, new ships, new units, whatever. I guess it kind of depends on which game they're playing at the time. But personally, I was a huge fan way back when Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver had their first game on stream, because we hadn't seen the cards or anything like that. And so everybody was like taking notes. It's like, okay, cool. Her builder is 6 dice, it's Mystic. And oh, he rolled a skull. And so we got a little bit of extra information every time that Scarlet Witch activated, and stuff like that is just kind of fun to watch. And then the final and probably most common type of stream that we have gotten and probably will continue to get are the painting streams. And this is where either new or old sculpts are painted on stream like they usually do in their weekly streams, but again, with usually new sculpts that are just revealed. And usually there's a little bit of some reveals going on there. Sometimes it's as little as like, oh, this is the name of one of this character's superpowers. Other times it's a lot more substantial, like an entire tactic card or a character card. Those are just kind of hit and miss. You don't know what you're going to get. But yeah, so it has multiple of the different AMG employees, from the Wills and Sarah to Dallas and Marco. And as that studio has expanded, as it has over the past couple of years, probably more and more new faces, which are always welcome because it means that they're able to have more manpower work on all these different games and still spend a good amount of time making sure that they're going to be something that we enjoy playing with, I guess. So we've had basically the schedule has been posted for about a week now of what this in particular Ministravaganza is going to look like. And it's a lot more Star Wars themed than any of the previous ones have been, mostly because the first couple didn't have any Star Wars at all because that acquisition had either just happened and was not planned around. Basically, we've had one Ministravaganza where AMG has also done some Star Wars stuff. And this one has a lot more Star Wars in general, which I honestly think is a good thing. Marvel Crisis Protocol at this point cannot be their primary and only focus. They have to balance that out. And right now, we're kind of at a precipice of Star Wars hype. They are about to release all of the Shadow Collective big box expansion, and there's a lot of things coming with that that all seem really cool. And I do have my own Star Wars Imperial Forces, and I might pick up a box of two of Shadow Collective because some of those can be added into the Imperial Army, and also just running Darth Maul with some Mandalorian rebels is just kind of fun and cool. Anyway, but so there's a lot of things going on in the Star Wars Legion world, which is why they have 6 panels dedicated to it, 6 panels dedicated to Marvel Crisis Protocol, and then the rest are a mix of X-Wing and Armada. So Marvel is not just the showcase this time, but between the reveal that the Mandalorian and Grogu, aka Baby Yoda, are coming to Legion soon, and Ewoks were shown off during Star Wars Celebration. It is not a great surprise to me that these are the primary things that this extravaganza is going to focus on, especially because Marvel has usually had its biggest reveals closer to the anniversary of the game, which is November. So we still do have 6 different panels planned for Marvel Crisis Protocol. A painting one on Friday called Sound and Fury, which is painting Nick Fury, and I'm guessing somebody else in addition to it, maybe a Maria Hill. My personal hope is for Mockingbird Sound. I don't know. There's a little bit of play there, but would love for Shield to see some reinforcements. While they do have a already pretty decently wide roster, I'd love to see some more Shield specific characters, maybe even Coulson, something like that, to come into play. And then Friday, starting real nice and early, we get a From Asgard to Earth, which I have a feeling is going to be very similar from a panel to play, just with a more fun twist on the name, where we're probably going to see cards for Heimdall and Scourge, and maybe even see a couple of extra Asgardian releases, which will be really fun and give me an excuse to put Loki on the table even more. Then we have another painting stream for Shield specifically, which again just hints that like surely they're not just going to be painting Shield agents and Nick Fury for 2 separate painting streams. It just seems excessive to me, and so hopefully we've got some new ones coming out. And then Saturday we have some interesting ones. We have Mad Scientist and Crime Lords, giving your villains a distinct look. So maybe we have some extra Criminal Syndicate characters coming out, or just some, like, I don't know, Green Goblin-esque stuff coming on. Who really knows? And that one could just be them doing some cool painting techniques for Kingpin and Green Goblin. But then we also do have Asgardians in action, which will be Marvel Crisis Protocol gameplay, which is where I hope, in addition to having Scourge and Heimdall on the table, that we might also get to have one of those sneak peeks of whatever other model comes out. Maybe it's a Jane Foster Thor, maybe it's Beta Ray Bill. The list of speculation could go on, but be one of those situations where we're looking at, oh man, maybe like we watch an attack happen. We're like, okay, cool. This, and this all happened on this attack. And then finally, we have a superhero's best friend painting animals. And since it's plural, it means it's not just Lockjaw. So this could be taken in so many different ways. This could be like actual animals, and it be like a Cosmo release and something else. It could be that it's more idealistic with the animals, and it could be like Vulture and Rhino coming out together. Lots of different ways that I feel like that could swing, especially because it's a 2-hour painting stream instead of just a 1-hour painting stream, which all of the other Marvel Crisis Protocols painting streams are. So I feel like there's going to be a little bit more happening there than just painting. Who knows? Maybe it's even Squirrel Girl. But Those are generally kind of the things to expect with what this one upcoming is. I will say though, I don't think that we're going to have any gigantic reveals in the same way that the X-Men were a gigantic reveal during this mini extravaganza. I think if we're getting anything like Fantastic Four and Doctor Doom, or any other just giant properties joining Marvel Crisis Protocol, that's probably something they're going to save until Gen Con in August, which is a lot closer to the November anniversary where they tried to bring on X-Men. So it wouldn't surprise me at the start of year 3 that that's when they would launch a big property. But that's all I really have today. It's a short and sweet one. I'm exhausted, but super excited for next week and whatever the extravaganza brings us. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, keep on gaming.